Yeah, Edo people, today now Wednesday, the 23rd of October 2024. We now understand, says it's on Friday last week, they do inauguration, not inauguration, they do a meeting, an inaugural meeting, where concern the Edo Transition Committee, when it be said the PDP government, where they go today, we carry Godwin Obaseki and the deputy governor and other ESCO members with other persons who are there for the government. They go carry their kaya, they will waka command before November 13th. And the incoming government where they come, where they carry on Monday, and then you see the house, and with the people where they want to follow come work, they call organize themselves, whether they call transition committee. When it be said for a very long time since 1999, we never still hear some states where they do all these things coming together to do good thing like this. But we can't discover, say the good thing will be they expect from them, not going to be the good thing again. For them to sit down together to say, let us start this meeting and do things well for those people to understand how the outgoing government they do, how the incoming government go ready, either to build on the foundation where the outgoing government they leave behind, or to destroy the foundation and begin to build on their own personal one where they bring, or to go build on top of the one where they before this government where they did so, nobody don't know. But it can't be difficult since on Monday where they tell us, say by Monday to Friday, 21st to Friday, which is 25th, they go begin the whole meeting from 10 o'clock to 2. But to come surprise, say on Monday, they call us, say they postpone to Tuesday. Maybe now they said documents where those people request for. Now we think, say they won't go begin to talk about. But at the end of the day, we waited all through Monday till Tuesday. Now we come here yesterday, we can't see them, say they don't see sit there making them talk. And we can't go begin to look for the APC people. We can't see, say where they all meeting, they're ready to address the journalists, say no cause for alarm, they're ready. But waiting they wait for. The government ain't going to already give them the documents where they want to see. Based on that, until they're ready, they're not going to ever sit down with them, do anything. They wait for those documents. Anytime they bring them, they're ready, sit down with them, accept them into whatever they want to begin to discuss. Today, Wednesday, 8:30, we don't day here, but they wait for them. But we can see and say the governor's side and the government side where they come also, they come in one by one. And where would they say the governor and the government side, not be saying PDP members. Though na PDP, now give birth to the commissioners where be say that they are available for the ground. But now no say civil servants, they get power for this whole matter. The permanent secretaries, then they here, the special advisors will be political appointees, then they here, the MD for different agencies, then they here. All other persons where they work with them, the directors for the different ministries, they come here as at today, Wednesday. And we come see and say, the side when I start put so, now the side where we say the APC, where, and the government where they come, now they sit down for this place, which they not still come. We don't die here today, and the matter won't start now. When we finish, we will return back to now. My name still remains Articulate Patriot. We carry all the body proof for TMCTV radio. Thank you very much.
You recall that before the transition meetings began, we had to basically harass the APC to send us a list of their members. It took them a few days to respond to that. Edo State PDP government did all that because it is a civilized thing to do. That when a government is leaving power, it hands over the reins of government to the next in a peaceful and orderly manner. When you're handing over power, it's not just the instrumentality of power, but everything you have done while you're in government to showcase what you've done, to have the incoming government have an idea of the achievements and sometimes some of the challenges the government faced while it was in power. And we all met here on Friday, and we listed out a timetable of how this committee was going to meet. But before we start, I'd just like to read out the definition of a transition committee. Creating a transition committee for when a government is changing hands is crucial for ensuring a smooth transfer of power. I'm going to now list out the roles and obligations of the incumbent government towards the incoming administration. First and foremost, you're most likely going to have co-chairs, a representative from both the outgoing and incoming government. Then we have members of the committees, and then in most cases, it's subcommittees to review policies and focus on ongoing policies and proposed legislation of the outgoing government. That is what transition committees do. And then we've been having this problem because our brothers from the other side most likely not prepared for what they have seen in our documentation. On the table here, these are some of the reports of our thematic pillars, which we originally put in place through our normal mode of working digitally. But our brothers said that was too complicated for them, and they wanted hard copies. We're now made to make hard copies of these documents in 24 places. But because of the way the other teams most likely disorganized, after 24, they said no, they've increased their membership to 27. We had to make more copies to have 27 documents each, for each of the pillars which we have designed to discuss during the transition period. A transition government, especially like ours that is living power, we're very proud of what we have done and what we have achieved. And we have asked the incoming government to come and inspect what we have done. That is what we are transiting. Now, Oga, we have done Stella Obasanjo Hospital to 87% or 97% or 100% completion. Please come and make sure we have not lied. We have done this so-and-so road. Come and make sure. We are transiting. But they've refused to even look at the document or even look at the projects that have been done because during the last election, they claimed and made a noise about Edo State government or Obasanjo's government not doing anything. But now they are overwhelmed with documentation, pictures, facts, and data. And instead of them to face the issue of transiting, they've turned into an inquisition team. They're asking questions only the chief executive can pass to the next chief executive. Everything they've also asked for, we have it in all the documents we are presenting to them. But they've listed out a list of 24 items that they want us to answer to as if they are the ones dictating the transition. I'd like to remind them that until November 12th, 2024, Governor Obaseki and this team is the team in government. Whatever they do after November 12th is them in government. They can request for assistance from us and we'll provide it. Edo State government does not take orders or instructions from members that were brought in to come and do a transition committee issues. We are not worried about financial data. We have everything on ground. We are not worried about Edo State assets. We also understand that because they've been out of government for so long, they don't understand how government works. This is Edo State government asset register. Every asset owned by Edo State government, here in Edo and outside Edo, they're all listed here. When we came in 2016, we did not have the privilege of having these documents, but we have put everything on paper for all Edo people to see. Every single Edo asset. In our presentations and documents we've handed over to them, if they have time to look at it, they will see that so at least 90% of what they are requesting for. Whatever they don't find there, they can make requests for it. I want to repeat, what we're doing here is the transition process, not an inquisition. They should also remember that this government is in power until November 12th. So we are the one transiting. We are the one to provide them, give them information that we think they need. Whatever if they're not happy with it, they can come back and look at it all over again when they are in government. And secondly, those of us that are government appointees, commissioners and social advisors on this transition committee, our mandate stops October 30th because we have done our job to pass over the reports to them. From that day, they begin to deal with the civil servants of Edo State government, headed by the head of service of Edo State. So I don't know, it was quite embarrassing that they will go and say we cannot provide them with documentary evidence of financial transactions, or we are showing off what we have done. Of course, we will show off what we have done. We're very proud of what we have done. The incoming governor, Senator Mondo Bawolo, will receive a detailed handover note from Governor Godwin Obaseki. Also on the eGov platform, in the office of the governor, all financial transactions, all bank statements, all last accounts, every single thing is accessible on the eGov on the governor's dashboard. The transition committee is not the incoming governor. They are a committee to come and verify projects, to come and verify what we have done. That is the standard practice all over the world. But of course, I don't think any APC government has ever done this kind of thing. So they don't understand their job. They are now assuming a new role of being an inquisitor. They are not. I will not oblige them being inquisitor. We are here every day from the recommended time, 10 o'clock every morning, to provide them with what we have done in our transition committee reports, which we have prepared. They can choose to come, they can choose not to come. But what we will not tolerate and what we will not take is when they say we are hiding something. This government has received countless awards on transparency, on procurement, from not just the World Bank, but from all majority and reputable financial institutions across the world. As we speak now, Mr. Governor is in Washington, D.C., being a guest lecturer from the World Bank, talking about the impact of Edo State's education in the last 6 years, especially the Edo Best. And these things are not by error or by coincidence. It's from careful planning and strategic thinking. So my fellow colleagues here and the journalists, we're here today to reassure you that Edo State government is committed to a smooth handover. Edo State government will continue to come in here and provide whatever information the APC transition team requires or they want, as long as it's within their transition ambit. The governor, Obaseki, would give a detailed handover note to his successor. And that is standard practice all over the world. So we, as a government, have provided documentation in digital form, but they wanted it in hard copy, which we have also done. So please, we do not want people to have the impression that Edo State government has anything to hide. No, on the contrary, the APC government or the APC, incoming APC transition committee are the ones digging for death where there's no death. We are confident of what we have done. We have data, we have the records, we have every single thing prepared. And there's no anything constitutional that is stopping us from doing what we are doing. So those of you that are close to them, call them back to come and if they want to visit sites of projects, we are prepared to take them there. If they want to know how many kilometers of road we've done, we are prepared to provide a tape to measure every kilometer. If they want to know how many people in schools, how many schools we've built, we are prepared to show it to them. That is what transition committees do. So that when you come, if they want to know how many contractors we are owing and what contractors have done and what they have not done, we are prepared to let them know that. Those are the questions that transition committees ask outgoing, and the answers outgoing provide to incoming. So whatever they say they are asking for now, I don't know, I have a long list, 24 questions. Some of them reasonable, some of them, in fact, majority of them have the answers in this booklet. But what we will not do is to sit down like secondary school students to answer question 1, question 2, question 3, as if we are reporting to somebody. We are the government right now. We are not going to report to anybody. What we do is to provide you with information, go and digest it. If you are not satisfied with it, come back to us and employ them to stop giving the impression that we have anything to hide. We do not. They are the ones that have things to hide. But I think what they are getting far exceeds what they were expecting. And they are too embarrassed to come out now and say, wow, we don't know say they do all this kind of work. They should come out and verify it. That is what transition committees do. So I'll take 1 or 2 questions, please. Any question?
In the course of your presentation, you said that the political appointees on this committee will no longer be available as from October 30th. And then the civil servants will take over. The question I want to ask is this. Peradventure, the APC Transition Committee members refuse to show up between now and then. What happens? Will the committee continue to sit without their presence, or you will wind up the committee?
We had a mandate to submit our report by the 30th of October. And as a disciplined and organized government, on the 30th of October, we will submit our report to the man who gave us the mandate to report it, who is the governor of Edo State. After that day, only the civil servants will be available for the APC Transition Committee to meet with, not us. The report will be submitted before that day. So if they choose not to show, I think it's they have a right. There's no part of the Constitution that says this committee must be set up anyway. I'm sure you are aware this is the first time that Edo State has set up a transition committee. This is also the first time this committee, Party A is handing over to Party B. And that is why we wanted a smooth transition from one party to another, from one government to another, to set up a protocol. Because elections are over. What is paramount to Edo State government under Obaseki is the welfare and well-being of Edo people. We have to be transparent in whatever we do, so that as we go out, Edo people know that this is what was done by the Governor Obaseki government. And then the incoming government takes it from there, or they can go ahead and destroy or amend or repair or ignore whatever we had done before them. So it's up to them. The Constitution does not force anybody to be a member or to set up a transition committee. We have done it because we believe in best government practices. It's clear now, we've waited for close to 2 hours. Our colleagues from the APC are still not here. We have government matters to attend to, so we're going to attend to government matters. We are still in service of Edo people till November 12th, 2024. Thank you very much.
At about 11 o'clock, now we see the talk man for government, whether they call Chris Neka, he can address us where we come, bring some documents, come here, come make us understand what thing they want to do today. I will say we give them time, make them do them. After that, we go interview him to make him to explain more to Edo people in our language where people they understand, and we go still make them understand how we take finish the matter for this place. Yeah, Oga Chris, we don't turn up for this place this morning, and we dey wait for now, and finally you can address everybody, you can analyze some areas. I also make you still chook mouth for this whole matter, because waiting Edo people they expect for the 2 people who form committee will be today it's supposed to be 48, it don't be 50 members. According to what you talk yesterday, say there be 27 now, and still be 24. So it come like say Edo people they expect the outcome of this whole thing, and the confusion full time. I better make you clear the people well.
Confusion not supposed to be. You see, this committee, now we set them up. The governor set them up because governor say we get to hand over government in a smooth and transparent manner, especially what we don't do, where we don't do and reach, and how we do them, so that make them go, if they want to look at, they look at, so that they can know where to start from. Now, so that will be transition committee, and we have been very faithful to that. We have the data for everything they require for this process to be transparent. We don't do all those things. But we can't get tired now, say, we will call them for meeting. They will say, no, go bring this, go bring that. Like say you want to collect loan for bank. All those kind of tactics. But they come clear, say, they're not ready for this transition, this thing. They want to turn themselves to an inquisition panel, which they are free to do. But from November 12, when they don't take government, then they can be the inquisition panel they want to be. Anybody who they invite, go come face inquisition as government. That's how government get that kind of power. But you cannot be an individual where government set up technically. Can the query government say, no, we don't want one the way you talk. Now how we want one and want one. They're not ready. We as a government, now Edo people not be our number 1 priority. That is why we set this committee up. Make Edo people say, yes, so they say we don't win, but we not be say we will stop the government when they come. We want to make sure say they start well. That is the essence of this committee. But it be like say they get their own agenda. Because what they prepare them for body, we say, they don't tell people say Obaseki cannot do any work. They don't talk so. Now when they can't see our presentations, can't see all of our documents, big documents, with data, pictures, facts, shame can't they catch them. They don't want to look that one again now. So they want to divert attention, talk, say, no, other things that they define.
Okay.
So those are that's what they define. We never ready to show you the one we know decide book. When you don't come government, go ask those questions. And besides, we they end our committee work on the 30th of October. Now, civil servants will deal with from that day. Ask them those questions if you want. Ask them. But we, as government right now we invite you to come party. You don't come my party, come sit and you want to decide where I want to serve, what thing I want to chop. No, you go eat the food that they give you.
Okay, on Friday, when we do an inaugural meeting, we observe, say they ask for some certain documents, make it come in hard copies. And the promise will be, say, I see some put for granted, say, by next week, everything will be ready. But you can't make one word, say, during the weekend, Secretariat go open for, in case you want to get anything. So far, so good. Wait till I promised them last week, Friday. Since on Monday till today, when I don't provide them for the medicine.
Every promise we promise them, all the documents already our slide, already our presentation, all of them, we don't hand them over to them. Every single thing. In fact, they talk say they want them to at least 24 hours for the city. We give them 2 days on so that time go day for them to study them. But they are still not satisfied because I don't know what they define. You know, we don't give them everything. You see some down where you put for table there. We don't give them everything. I don't know what they define because if not transition work they can't do, every document where they there, you assist them. If the inquisition they can't do, they go wait when they do the government before they do the inquisition.
According to what you talk just now, where you begin to analyze some areas where it can't clear for journalists to understand now, be say the sense of questions to una, and those questions, una don't reply there as answers.
The sense of questions, the answers to those questions, they inside those documents where they define. Maybe they go find inside there. If they're not, we're not going to sit down like primary school children, they say, what is your name? My name is Chris Nekari. We are not going to do that for them. If they carry the documents as we have provided to them, the answers to most of those questions are there. Because we are transparent, we have every data, and we are prepared for them to go through it. They will see whatever they're looking for. But they are not going to get answers to individual questions as if we are doing jam questions. No.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chris.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we don't have some talk with Oga Chris Neika, where we say they charity talk matter for government, for Obaseki government. He don't begin to let us understand what happened today. And he can't put light for so many areas, can't let us know some countries when he don't do, where they don't do, and what those people they avoid, and the reason why they don't want to sit down with them. And what we observe here, be saying, you know, I go remember say Patrick Egarale, where be the secretary of the other side, where lead the other, we talked to our people yesterday, make everybody understand, say no cause for alarm, that there are some certain documents where they look for, where they're supposed to present to them, then they will begin to sit down with them and handle this matter. And Chris Nega can let us understand today, say, those things where they ask for, they don't provide them for them. And they don't use the ISCR, but if they still they wonder which other areas, which other things they look for. But for what would you observe today, it be like, say, they make things they had Edo people. Because when things like this, they're on ground, so many things go clear. And all these things what they do, so not just formality. Because the day of handing over, the Mr. Governor will be the outgoing governor, will be outgoing government, but they hand over the government to the new incoming person. All the things where they want, whether they take place or whether they take jokes, so everything go there, the handing over notes. And the points go there, will be say, they go understand. But we never really know what they inside. Because the APC people, the angle where they take up is different from the angle where the government they take up. And this one are the truth where we all want to say at the end of the day we will get all the facts. Make sure not forget, say on Friday last week, they make us understand, say from Monday 10 o'clock to 2 till Friday, they go they sit and they go they iron issues according to the way they plan out. But what will they observe today will be Wednesday, as at Monday they postpone it to yesterday. Yesterday the APC people don't come here. But at the end of the day, they can't address the journalists, say, not be said that they run, but now just as on documents never reach their hand, where they'll begin to sit down with them, begin to do the matter. And we can come on Wednesday today, 10 o'clock. Even before 10, we don't display Gidigba. And the whole program start around 11 or after 11, where we say Chris Nega can address everybody according to the way TBC journalists go understand. And where they go here, they will know the Tory matter, where they say the matter. And we don't listen to them. We don't even listen to Mr. Chris for the interview just now. He don't hear and he don't put some points for some levels. And make it not be like, say, now one-sided issues, now be say, they happen. But make una not forget, say, we know they do our journalism to that level. Say, as we come out here with the wrong, go to the other side, to go take their response. We know they do all those. If they're ready to respond to what Chris Neka analyzed to us today and waiting to tell to read people, they will still invite us, me they talk their own side. Because we always talk and say, as we see them, now so we they talk and we know they take blame. We know they remove anything. But if you call us to remove waiting where you make mistake and all that, we go listen to you. But the fact where you don't tell us, we know they give you again because we go present and the way you talk. My name still remain Articulate Patriot. Where you put all body for TMCTV radio. Thank you very much.
Moving